Welcome back to Mark Your Calendar. I'm your host, Kiana Patterson, and today we're talking about the Ketchmore Kids Inc. Black Excellent Gala. Now, I am joined with the CEO and Executive Director, Chanel Ketchmore. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate the work that you guys are doing out in the community. And I'm also joined with Thomas Dudley II.
Yes.
I know that you have a very successful driving school business in Newport News, which is our city. We're all from Newport News, so I'm so proud of us. But I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Chanel, tell me a little bit about Ketchmore Kids.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us here. So, founded Ketchmore Kids in 2005. This is our 20th year of service, and we have worked in Hampton Roads and Charlotte, North Carolina, and surrounding areas all the way up through DC. And we do a lot of work around gun violence prevention and intervention, but essentially, our goal is just to make sure that families are thriving, that kids are okay. And so, that is essentially what we do in the community, in the detention centers, and then the extension of that to the Black Excellence Gala.
So tell me about the gala. I know last year, Thomas, you were honored.
Yes.
Tell me how that felt.
Man, it actually felt really good. Last year was like a really tough year for me last year, but I was just happy to just be honored to be like the business award recipient for the year. And it really meant a lot to me. I kind of put a lot into my work and what I'm working on. So I definitely appreciated it.
When you guys had the idea to have this Black Excellence Gala, you said that there was a motivation behind it. What was that motivation?
Absolutely. So, we see and hear a lot about Black on Black crime, about gun violence, about it being prevalent in our communities. And that is happening. We know because we work to try to decrease and prevent that every day. And more than one thing can be true at the same time. On the opposite end, there are entrepreneurs who are creative and inspiring. There are business owners like the Dudleys who are leaving a legacy, building legacies for their family. There are other community advocates who work on, really a myriad of challenges in our communities. And it's important that we highlight that. And that is at the core of what Black excellence is about, is lifting those stories up because they don't often, and they don't seek the recognition, but we want to let these folks know, our peers, we see you and we appreciate you. And that is what this gala, that's how it came to be.
I love when I go to your website, Ketchmore Kids, it says, please stop shooting in big letters. And I told you, whenever I'm reading a story on the news, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, can we please stop shooting? And you guys are out here doing the work. Tell me about some of the programs that you have to help kids, to catch more kids before it's too late.
Yes, thank you. So we have our think tank program, which focuses on conflict resolution and critical thinking. And it is the idea that we have to change the mindset of our young people, right? So that they can react and show up differently. Because when you do that, that's when you get different results. We have a parenting program because it's not just working with the young person. We try to work with the entire family unit. That's important. And then we have a music therapy based program called Healing with Hip Hop. We incorporate positive aspects of hip hop music and culture. We introduce young people to artists they've never even heard of before, right? But the important thing is that it's community, and we do it in the community, but also inside the detention center. We have young people inside. When they come home, they're coming back to these same communities. We want to make sure that they are okay. So we work with them and pour into them because that helps build up our entire community.
And I love that you guys are highlighting a lot of the people out here doing the work alongside you. Here are some of the recipients for this year's Black Excellence Gala. I see Councilwoman Tina Vick.
Yes.
I see Woo.
Yes.
He's everywhere.
Yes, that's a lot. Yes.
So tell me, when is it? How can people get involved?
Absolutely. So the gala is on November 29th, and it's going to be at the Virginia Air and Space Center in Hampton, the prestigious Air and Space Center. And tickets are currently on Eventbrite, so they can be purchased there. And I'm so glad you mentioned the honorees, because when you have Councilwoman Vick, the work that she's done, she also has helped like hundreds of young people learn skills and gain sustainable employment. We have recipients who have come out of detention now making positive decisions and have, you know, their life path is on a positive trajectory. So these are powerful moments, powerful stories. And again, you know, this is why we're doing it November 29th, and everyone is welcome. It's all inclusive. So we would love for everyone to come out as we celebrate our community heroes.
And I know the pictures that we're seeing are from last year. That is where you were honored, right,
Yes.
Thomas? Were you surprised that they were like, we see you and we appreciate the work you're doing?
Yes, to be honest, I really was surprised. With the Ketchmore family, I actually helped them get their CDL as well. And I actually work a lot into like the prison base as well. Like I go and speak to the inmates at St. Bride's and a lot of like correctional facilities and stuff like that. So I'm really adamant about really helping the community the best way I can. I've been doing that for a lot of years. We also have other schools in Seattle that open up in January. I have another one in Atlanta I'm doing with a rapper out there as well. So we're just really trying to expand, and I just really like what the Ketchmore family is really doing and really being connected to the community.
Yeah, it sounds like an amazing opportunity for kids to really change their life, you know, and go the right way instead of so easily taking the wrong way. So,
Absolutely. And it's just seeing like real live examples of, you know, stories of resiliency and individuals who've had to push through challenges, and to let you know, that you can push through those things and still come out on top. You can let your light shine, step into your greatness, like all of those things, but we try to embody those.
you're leading by example. I like that. So, if I am a business owner or a parent and I'd like to get involved or have my child involved, how do I reach out to you?
Absolutely. So you can visit our website, which is catchmorekids.org. All of our information regarding programs that we have coming up, opportunities to register, phone number, that information is there. And you can always get social with us on social media. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and we stay active in those spaces. And so those are some easy ways to connect with us.
Is there anything else you want people to know about Catch More Kids?
You know, just that every single day, every moment, you know, we're doing our part to make a difference. And we see our peers that are standing beside us in this work. We recognize that we are standing on the shoulders of those who came before us. And we know that there are others coming behind us who are standing on our shoulders. And so that's what we are living with. That's what we are doing every single day. And we just thank you for the opportunity to help spread the word.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. I mean, it looks like you guys already have the support, but let me just amplify it even more. It is November 29th at the Virginia Air and Space Center. Beautiful
Yes.
venue.
Yes.
You can buy your tickets right now.
Right
Yes.
now. Yes.
All righty. Well, thank you guys so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on. Mark your calendar. I'm going to definitely mark
Yeah,
mine.
we need to see you there.
Okay.
We got you on the
Listen,
list.
I love
Yes.
a Black excellence anything. Okay.
That's
So I
right.
will be there. But
Absolutely.
thank you guys
Thank
so
you.
much.
No problem.
Congratulations to the both of you. I know that this has been the journey of a lifetime, but to come back after 16 years and now you have 5 Grammy nominations, congratulations. The 757
Thank you.
is proud of the both of you. You guys have made
Thank
me
you.
so proud. I told you I'm at a conference for girls here in Newport News. What message do you hope that this piece of work, this piece of art sends to the next generation of students, of kids, boys and girls?
I think it's going to be inspiring to them, and I would hope that it would prompt them to think for themselves and not be a follower and not follow just everything that you see going on. You had mentioned earlier that the young women that you're speaking with, they find it a fight up against social media and comparison and, self-image and things of that nature. And I would encourage them to, not buy into the waves or the mainstream. I would encourage them to be the unique individual that God intended for them to be.
And I know you guys, you
Yeah.
just said you recorded this in Paris at the Louis Vuitton headquarters. What? Crazy. But you recorded this whole album there. But when I look at the video, so be it. It feels like it's right in Virginia. It feels like it's in your people's house. Was that the intention? Did you want it to have a Virginia feel, or is it always with you?
Well, that would be the Birds Don't Sing video, that the tribute to our parents, and that was in Virginia, our childhood home. Um, yeah, it was just very nostalgic, and just trying to share who our parents were and the memories that we have, and just give an account to how it was, and with their passing.
How about you, Push?
Yeah, I think that, a bit of Virginia always comes out in our music videos. I think it's something we can't shake, and I think that not being from the bigger cities that are known to run the industry, we kind of stick out like a sore thumb. And it reveals itself in the taste of the videos and things like that.
I know that Pharrell produced the album for you guys, so 757 is very much a part of the album. Um,
Right.
what message do you hope people take away from listening to the album, listening to the songs that were nominated in the video, the visuals for the video?
Well, I think overall, I want especially the home team, hometown people to understand. There are a lot of people who aspire to be in the music industry, and I think that I would like them to really understand the landscape of the music industry and understand that they have to stay competitive. um this is what this is about. This is about like really honing your craft, staying competitive, and knowing what you're getting into, and actually um doing the research of just like what's out there, you know what I'm saying, knowing the landscape of what it is that you're getting into, and knowing how to compete against it. I feel like that's the mastery of what the Clipse has done. And just showing that just being skillful and understanding that lyric driven hip hop doesn't go out of style, and just knowing how to progress with the times and compete with all the trends that are out there when you have that when you have the purest stance, for music.
To go on this 16-year hiatus and come back and have the year that you guys have been having, what goes through your mind? I mean, obviously, you guys have been led by the Lord Himself to this point. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening. Yeah, no, I'm just laughing. I'm hearing you. Yeah, go
I mean,
ahead.
to
You're
have
100%
such a year,
right.
I mean, you guys have had a year. I know you were here
Yeah,
in Virginia Beach in the summer. You're coming back in December. I feel like it's going to be a different vibe when y'all come back in December.
yeah, yeah.
I guess what goes through your mind when you see the year that you've had? You're like, okay, this was
You
the.
know, it is it's definitely overwhelming. It is very much surreal. Um, there's so many things that have happened that we could not have planned for ourselves. And we've done a lot of strategizing, a lot of planning, putting things in order and then executing. But then there are also things that have happened that it's no amount of planning that it could have come out as good as things have. And so you say that it's a blessing. And I've heard people say literally that they see a divine hand over this entire project. And I also believe that from top to bottom. I give all glory to God.
Absolutely. I mean, no other way to explain it.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
How about you, Push? Well, how about this? I have a question for you, Push. Yesterday, when the nominations came out, what went through your mind? Who'd you call? And did you say, yeah, obviously we should have been nominated for all five of these?
No, actually, I was surprised. I was super surprised at the five nominations. I had been speaking to one of my good friends who's actually out here with me, and I was just telling him, an hour before, like, yeah, we probably get about four nominations, and as we're watching it, there was a category that we didn't get nominated for. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe we got two left, maybe, that we can get. So by the time it ended up being five categories, I was like, wait a minute, what? Like I definitely wasn't expecting I didn't have my heart set on album of the year. That was I think that was the big shocker for me. Um and I immediately called my wife, immediately called her, and just was going back and forth with her about it. And she said my son was right there, and he had made the statement, Daddy always wins.
Now that is what we love to hear. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The title of the next album will be. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I mean, well, let's talk about the title though. Let God sort them out. How did
Right.
y'all land there?
That has been a consistent theme with the clips. There's always a religious type theme on our albums. uh Lord willing, that was just something like that, our grandparents and parents used to say. You might tell somebody, you'll be back in a minute, Lord willing, or I'm going here or going there, Lord willing, or something in the future. Just letting people know that we believe everything is in the Lord's hands. Hence, let God sort them out. Same thing, same theme. And yeah, faith and experience is really big in our music.
All right. I mean, I can't wait to see the Grammys. What is it? February? I can't remember the date right now, but I know it's in
I
February.
want to say the second.
Okay, that's what's
Either the first or
Okay.
the second.
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
sure.
say the first, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
that
Yeah.
Just want
first
to make
week,
sure.
somewhere in there. I'm
Yeah.
going to be watching. I'm going to be cheering you guys on as always. The 757 is proud of you. I may show
Thank
the
you.
girls this interview, so just know
Please
that.
do.
But yeah, thank you for your time and thank you for just making us look good. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we
All
want to
right.
thank the 757 for always having our back, man.
For
Always. It's been
sure.
beautiful.
And then we'll
Yeah.
see you in December, right? You guys
For
are gonna be in
Yes.
the
sure.
show in this
We're gonna act a fool.
act a fool, okay?
Yeah.
This time bring Pharrell because they were really upset that y'all did not bring Pharrell.
We got him. He coming.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
All
All
right.
right. All right. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you. And we're back here on Mark Your Calendar. This time around, we're talking about the Fatherhood Christmas with the Fatherhood Foundation.
11 years ago, we started an initiative called Father Christmas. And what Father Christmas was is an opportunity to acknowledge dads who are working very hard, but just might not have enough to make it through the holidays. Bottom line, we wanted to make sure we're honoring these dads, giving them the opportunity to know that, hey, you're seen, we hear you. We want to give you that opportunity. So 11 years here in Richmond, Virginia, we started this opportunity and we recognized 15 dads with a nice luncheon and $100 and an oil change and a haircut and a car wash, and that was great. But then about 4 years into it, one of our board members talked to us and said, "Hey, why don't we give one of the dads $500?" And that day, we picked at random out of the 25 dads who were getting $100 at this meal. We gave that dad $500. Well, after the event was over completely, he stayed around, stuck around, and came into the room. And it's just me cleaning up the room. He came up, gave me a hug, and started crying. And he said, because of this $500 gift, I'm able to stay in my house for Christmas. So at that point, I knew that, $100 was a great notion, but $500 truly makes a difference. So the next year we did 10 dads at $500 each. And then the next year, COVID hit. And once COVID hit, we knew we had to do more. So we did 15 dads at $500 each and all the presents for their children. So Now, fast forward 11 years, we're doing 25 dads in Central Virginia, 25 dads down with y'all in Hampton Roads, and 10 dads down in Southwest Virginia in the hopes of growing that to 25 dads down there. Over the past 11 years, we have honored over 200 dads and given away $60,000 cash in the community. And that's where we are right now at the Fatherhood Foundation, Virginia. We want to offer dads a hand up, not a handout.
Oh my gosh, I know how much my dad means to me. So just hearing that you guys are doing this for dads across the state is a beautiful thing. 11 years ago, did you have any idea that you would grow this much?
I wanted to, but I had no idea it was going to grow this fast, this quickly, because the difference between what we're doing is when we take people who sponsor a dad, they sponsor a dad at $500. We take it into our bank account and then we get it right back out. We don't make anything on this event. Whatever we take in, we give right back out to the dads. And the greatest part of it is if you sponsor a dad, if you are there to give presents, you get to see firsthand who you're giving it to and get to witness that. And that's I think the beauty of this. It's not a drop, it's not a stop and drop. It is a give and then get back because you're actually feeling it and seeing exactly the person you're giving it to.
So when is the event here in Hampton Roads and how can dads get involved? How can I nominate a dad to be a part of this?
Well, nominations close on November 16th, and we might be pushing that back to maybe 2 more days, maybe November 18th, because we're getting so many nominations in and the word is spreading so much quickly. So I'm going to say November 18th at the latest, get those nominations in. And then we're going to choose 25 dads down in Hampton Roads. And we're working on the location right now, but it'll be the week of December 15th, where we're going to invite all the nominators, and the nominators will get the dads to come to the event. The dads won't even know they're getting it. So I'm very excited about that. And when the dads come, they're going to come thinking they're going to visit Santa. And when they visit Santa, Santa's going to turn the tables and actually say, "Dad, we're actually here for you." And we're going to present them with that $500 cash. And thanks to our friends at the Noblemen, I'm one of them, one of the Noblemen. The Noblemen provided all the toys for all the kids that night as well. So it's going to be an amazing experience. Two great organizations coming together down in the Hampton Roads community, providing a Christmas for these families.
When you guys are going through the nominations, what are you looking for? What stands out to you?
Honestly, when looking at these nominations, we're looking for a person who is not just sitting around waiting for something to come to them. These are dads that are in the community, that are volunteering as coaches, that are volunteering at their church, that are helping out in the community, that are not giving up. We're looking for dads that are truly being a part, an active part of their family and their communities. That's what's really going to set you apart. If you're just saying they fall in some tough times, we need this. That's not going to really catch our attention, but it's those stories that that pull on your heartstrings, that pull on our heartstrings. So if you have a dad in the Hampton Roads community, as we had one last year, whose son was was battling cancer at 9 years old, and 3 days before he was supposed to come see Santa, his son passed away. And unfortunately, we were able to double that 500 and gave him $1,000 to go towards his funeral for his son. But when he came with his other kids, I just, as Santa, I just gave him a big hug and said, I know this doesn't change anything, but we want to make sure that we are helping out when we can, because you're a great dad. You did everything you could for your child. And we want to make sure that we are providing something to help this holiday season.
It sounds like you are such a passionate champion for fathers. Tell me why you decided to get in this line of not even work, but this line of giving back in this way. Why is that important to you?
Well, my wife and I, who just celebrated our 23-year anniversary, we are raising four boys to be men. And it's important to me that I didn't have my father there in those years that I was really growing up, that I needed a man. So I want to make sure that I'm providing for my children that male role model to help them going forward. But it all started, honestly, when I was teaching. I was waiting tables at night. And then during the holidays, still wouldn't make ends meet. So I was working at Hickory Farms in the mall. And I kept seeing the angel tree right beside us, which every year we grabbed an angel from the angel tree and we gave back to those children. But the thing different is we took the angel, we dropped the toys off, but we never saw who it was going to. So I said, what can we do to recognize dads where we can truly see the impact we're making? that's where Father Christmas came from. As I was sampling out beef stick and cheese balls in the mall right beside Angel Tree, I was like, what if we had something like this? And then when I became CEO of this organization, I'm like, this is what we can do. This is how we honor these dads, and this is how we can pay it forward.
I just love the mission that you guys have, and I support it wholeheartedly. I thank you so much for your time, truly. And I hope that a lot of people submit by November 16th or 18th, the deadline.
Exactly. And if you don't know a dad, and there's been plenty of people to say, I just don't know a dad that's in that situation. And I look at them and say, you're truly blessed then. But you can sponsor a dad. You can go to that same website, sponsor a dad at $500. And then that night you can come and see the impact you're making. And we'll let you hand the $500 right over to that dad, because there's nothing better than giving back during the holidays. And if you're able to do that and see the person you're helping and get that embrace, that hug, that handshake, there's nothing better for the holiday season. That's what it's all about, giving and paying it forward.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.